Welcome to this 19th episode of BlokSquawk from Crypto Capital SA and me, Joel Benavides. We're going to get started with the Squawk for this second day of November in 2018. If you're watching on the Twitch stream right now, you're looking at the heat map for volume over the last hour across the crypto market. And we're going to be going over a few choice coins in the top 110. And let's get started right away. So gas is coming in at 109 by the symbol GAS, trading at $5.03, up 1.23% over the last 24 hours and down 2.58% over the last 7 days. Market cap rests at 50.9 million. And 24-hour traded volume is at 497,916 for gas, guys. And as we go on into the top 50, all these are going to be approximations. Okay, let's get started again. Electronium by the symbol ETN at 52, trading at 1.8 cents, up 2.33% on the day, up 14.3% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 805,685. Augur by the symbol REP and at 51st by market cap, trading at $14.45, up 1.67% on the day, up 6.57% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 2.1 million. True USD by the symbol TUSD and at 47, trading at $1 even, down 0.44% on the day, down 0.6% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 31.7 million. Verge by the symbol XVG and at 42nd by market cap, trading at 1.3 cents, flat for the day and down 5.94% on the week. 24-hour traded volume for Verge, guys, was 1.5 million. Icon by the symbol ICX and at 36 by market cap, trading at 64 cents, down nearly 0.5% for the day, down 2.83% for the week, and 24-hour traded volume there was 7.3 million. Lisk by the symbol LSK and at 29th by market cap, trading at $2.76, up 0.02% on the day, down 5.3% on the week. 24-hour traded volume for Lisk, guys, was 4.6 million. Quantum by the symbol QTUM and at 28th by market cap, trading at $3.92, up 1.8% on the day, down 2.01% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 92.9 million. Dogecoin by the symbol Doge in at 25th by market cap, trading at 0.3 cents, up 0.27% on the day, down 2.69% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume for Doge, guys, was 10.3 million. Zcash by the symbol ZEC and at 19th by market cap, trading at $117.52, up 1.5% on the day, down 3.99% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 105.9 million. Ethereum Classic, guys, by the symbol ETC and at 16th by market cap, trading at $9.13, up 1.26% on the day, down 5.11% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 112.5 million. Neo by the same symbol and at 15th by market cap, trading at $15.98, up 3.8% on the day, down 1.25% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 154.3 million. Binance Coin by the symbol BNB and at 14th by market cap, trading at $9.52, up 0.49% on the day, down 1.74% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume there was 21.5 million. Dash by the same symbol and at 13th, trading at $153.91, up 0.23% on the day, down 0.63% on the week for Dash, and 24-hour traded volume was 157.4 million. IOTA by the symbol MIOTA in at 12th by market cap, trading at 48 cents, up 3.5% for the day and down 1.81% for the week. 24-hour traded volume was 10.5 million. And Tron by the symbol TRX in at 11th by market cap, trading at 2.2 cents, up 1.15% on the day and down 2.21% on the week. 24-hour traded volume was 65.1 million. Moving into the top 10 here, guys. Tether in at 10th by the symbol USDT, trading at 97.9 cents, down 1.89% on the day, down 0.76% for the week, and 24-hour traded volume 2.2 billion. Monero XMR in at 9th by market cap, trading at 105.68 cents, up 2.22% on the day, down 0.06% on the week, 24-hour traded volume 13 million. Cardano by the symbol ADA in at 8th, trading at 7.1 cents, up 1.93% on the day, down 2.59% on the week, 24-hour traded volume 13.5 million. Litecoin by the symbol LTC in at 7th, trading at 51.47 cents, up 3.1% for the day, down 1.35% for the week, and 24-hour traded volume there was 334.9 million. Stellar by the symbol XLM in at 6th by market cap, trading at 22.8 cents, up 2.12% on the day, down 2% even for the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 38 million. EOS by the symbol EOS in at 5th by market cap, trading at $5.36, up 1.85% for the day, down 0.38% for the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 658.2 million. Bitcoin Cash by the symbol BCH in at 4th, trading at 453.68 cents, up 7 points even for the day, and up 3.33% for the week. 24-hour traded volume was 369.3 million. Ripple by the symbol XRP in at 3rd by market cap, trading at 46 cents, up 1.77% on the day, up 0.37% for the week. 24-hour traded volume there was 413.2 million, guys. And market cap for Ripple rests at 18.5 billion. Ethereum by the symbol ETH, and guys, yesterday, just as a correction, I believe I plugged in ETC here on Ethereum, or I plugged in the symbol ETH on Ethereum Classic, so sorry for that mix up. But Ethereum ETH is coming in at 2nd by market cap, trading at $199.40, down 0.05% for the day, down 1.93% for the week. 24-hour traded volume was 1.4 billion, and market cap rests at 20.5 billion. And last but not least, Bitcoin by the symbol BTC and at 1st by market cap, trading at $6,337.26 right now. 24-hour traded volume was down 0.85%, now at 4.1 billion, and the 7-day change was down 2.14%, guys. And market cap for Bitcoin rested at 109.9 billion. Bitcoin dominance now at 53.4%. Total market volume was at 11.5 billion, and total market capitalization was at 206 billion. And that's going to do it, guys, for the coin market cap data, which we use Apogee Crypto to pull from. And we're going to move on here, guys. The heat map is notably greener yesterday. So the first hour of trading in the US Open in terms of crypto has been a little more bullish today than it was yesterday. We're going to move on here, guys. There were some stories that I marked before I came onto the stream, but real briefly, we're going to go over the most recent ones, and then I'll point out some of those as we move on. So stand by 1 minute while I gather my thoughts. Okay, guys, we're moving on with the stream / podcast. We're looking now at CryptoPanic. CryptoPanic is a news aggregator that I like to use, as I've said many times, just because it's kind of got a retro feel to it, retro hacker feel. So, but let's move on. So I wanted to bring this one up to you guys 10 minutes ago from ccn.com concerning Bitcoin. Crypto remains in recession with only 25% of Bitcoin moved in 2018. That's no doubt a result of all the HODL memes out there, in my personal opinion. 14 minutes ago from CryptoGlobe.com, funds raised by ICO projects dropped nearly 80% in the third quarter of 2018, a report shows. 30 minutes ago from Cointelegraph.com concerning Bitcoin, Taiwan's legislature amends AML CFT laws to place new requirements on crypto exchanges. 44 minutes ago from LiveBitcoinNews.com concerning Bitcoin, no Bitcoin ETF until industry becomes legitimized, says BlackRock CEO Larry Fink. Of course, that's the gentleman's opinion, I'm sure. 45 minutes ago from Blocked.com concerning Bitcoin and USDT damage control. Tether limited announcement partnership with Bahamas-based Deltec Bank and Trust Limited. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit yesterday. They may be getting some bank backing, so that might be interesting. If Tether is backed by a bank, that might be interesting. That might offer it some legitimacy. And I think that might be why I didn't look at the figures specifically, but as I was reading out TrueUSD and Tether this morning, I seem to have noticed that maybe there was a switch over, and maybe a TrueUSD lost some of that momentum that it had a couple of weeks ago. CryptoInsider.com came out 55 minutes ago with a report on how Tron is bringing blockchain to the masses. 59 minutes ago from Cointelegraph.com, U.S. rapper T.I. sued for $5 million after his token allegedly failed. Yeah, I was talking about that with the guys over at Block Quarry last week. Apparently, Old Dirty Bastard's son, Young Dirty Bastard, has a coin out, or is coming with a coin out, and so Block Quarry is going to be coming out with videos and more information on that as time goes on. So keep your eye out for that. And let me see. Bancor is bringing cryptocurrency to Kenya's poor. That's also from Block.com. And Data Dash came out with a video a little while ago, about an hour ago, titled "Jamie Dimon is Missing the Value of Bitcoin." I think we all know that. Decentralized Ethereum exchange IDEX to add more IP blocks. That's from ccn.com 2 hours ago. And so those are just some of the headlines aggregated from CryptoPanic.com, guys. And we're going to move on here to the charts. I pulled up Bitfinex today because I do most of my charting on Coinbase Pro. But I thought that we could go in here and make a few points. So whenever I'm looking at my chart, I always start out when I'm doing a new chart. I'll start out on the 1 day, and then I'll work my way down to the 1 hour, and then maybe the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes. And so I'll do 4 charts per crypto / exchange. And whenever I'm on Coinigy or TradingView, I always make sure this tool right here, magnet mode, it's going to be on the left-hand side, where the tools are. And I'll turn magnet mode on. Magnet mode, what it does is it kind of allows us to, once we select a drawing tool, it will square the cursor in on the closest reference point, be that a candle open, a candle close, a candle high, or a candle low. So it just makes it easier to draw, and you're not having to like zoom way in and stuff like that. So I want to identify extreme tops and bottoms. So what I use for that usually is either a horizontal ray or a horizontal line. In this case, we'll do the horizontal line because sometimes when you draw the line retroactively, it highlights areas in the past that the price has either struggled with or been supported by. And so that's helpful because if we know how many times price has tested that level of support or resistance, it offers it more or less validity. So today we'll go with horizontal lines. Have magnet mode on, and I'm just gonna for these extreme levels, I'm just gonna leave it as white without opacity. So here on Bitfinex, we're gonna identify the top here at 19,891 even, and that's what magnet mode is zoomed in on. And then I'm gonna give it just a little. It's gonna remain solid, but I'm gonna give it just a little bit of thickness, just so that we can identify it as a very important level. I will also identify in similar manner the bottoms that we were playing with back here. I think during this entire formation throughout the last year, our lowest level might have been right here. Let me see. That was November 12th of 2017. But that was kind of before this like exuberant bull run went off in November, December, and then we finally hit that top of 1891. After that, we were pretty much in a bull market, even though we didn't realize it right away. And the lowest point since then, since the bear market, I meant to say, began, was 57.55. So we're going to identify that point right there. And we're going to leave that thick white line in there. So now that we have our extremes, let's reduce the width of the line, and let's go in and identify some of these tops and bottoms within the bear run that we've had. We got one at 1752. That was the top on or around the 6th of January, 5th of January. After that, we had a significant low right around 9,231 and 10 cents, and that occurred on the 17th of January. That was a brutal couple of weeks, huh? I seem to remember a lot of shit going down. And yeah, as we drew it, we kind of identify little areas where the price struggled throughout the year. So once again, you know, those price levels are being confirmed with the horizontal line that we're drawing. Then we had a little bit of a retracement, or the price tried to come back up. It came up to about 12,190. But I'm going to say that this price was more valid because we had a couple of tests at 11,700. So we'll identify that one. Yeah, the more touches you get on these horizontal lines of support and resistance, the more validity is offered them. So a little bit after that, let's find a valid low. I like this one right here at around 65.61, and that occurred on the 4th of February. I'm going to start reducing some of these the thickness on some of these lines, just because price action gets tight during the more recent days, and so I don't want the line to be too thick and then I can't see anything going on. Then we went back up and retested that 11,700 level. On the 19th of February, and then again around the 6th of March. And then we started our little run downward. And then we tested this 6651 level again. So I'm not going to draw another line there. And then we kind of we went back up and we started playing with 9658 level, which had some history. After that, we came back down and tested. This is when we hit our low at 57.55. So nothing to report there. And that low occurred several times during the last week of June. About a month later, towards the end of July, we were up around 83.81. Let's get an exact price there. I'm going to say 83.23 because the price struggled at several points in the past, throughout the past year at that level. So that was significant, and it may be significant again. That's why we do this stuff, because as we, if we start pulling back up, price will struggle or be supported at these levels again. It's likely. Again, nothing you hear on this podcast is trading advice, guys. This is just my own experience and opinions. So let's see, where do we leave off? So right around mid-August, we were playing close to that low area, but we had a lot of support bounces at 61.89. Right around the beginning of September, we were testing resistance again, right around 74.04. And again, price had a history throughout the last year of struggling around that level. So we started identifying all these. And once we really can't play with it anymore, we'll move into the 1 hour chart. So let's zoom into the 1 hour chart. And now we're looking at price over the last couple of months, or last month, say. And our previous lines are visible here on this chart at the 74.04 level. That was a line of resistance. And then we also have another line of resistance right around the 65.51 level. But now that we're here on the 1 hour chart, we're going to go and change this from a solid line to a finely dotted line. And that'll kind of let us know that this took place on the 1 hour chart. And we're going to kind of find confirmed levels of support and resistance. I'm seeing very frequently visited levels right around 67.80 and 30 cents. So we're going to identify that with a finely dotted line. Then right around 66.74 and 30 cents, we had more activity, both as support and resistance. Now we're going to start hunting some support across this period of consolidation in October. And I am seeing very strong support at around 65.35, I think is a good place to call it. And then price would move down into the, let's see, just below the 63.80 range. So we can identify some levels in there as resistance. We can also identify levels of support confirmed and reconfirmed at or around 63.30. And I'm going to identify one more level of support at or around 62.80. So from here, I think I'm going to skip the 30-minute charts and move right into the 15-minute. And then we'll change our white line from a finely dotted line to a sparsely spaced line, keeping it thin. And I'm going to identify some more recent levels of support and resistance here on this 15-minute chart. I see one right around 65.02 and another frequently confirmed level at 64.80 and 10 cents. And all of these are ranging in a kind of like a consolidatory mode. There's one at 63.20 and 80 cents as support. There's one level that's acting as support and resistance. This would be a good place to call it right here at 63.56 even. And that's really all I feel comfortable identifying. Maybe there's one at 63.89. But so now that I have all these lines across all these different charts, I mean, you can kind of go and maybe look at the 5-minute or the 1 minute, but that's only if you're going to be scalping, you know, and it's not really applicable to us. So that's, in a nutshell, identifying horizontal levels of support and resistance, you know, when you're looking at a coin on a specific exchange. Now, if you want to go trade this on Coinbase or another level, or another exchange, I should say, you know, you're free to do that. But that's pretty much it. And then we can come back out and kind of look at it. And I mean, we see lots of thick lines down here in the 6300s. That's just because we've been ranging there a lot. Now, we were doing a lot of in-depth analysis over here, but we could come back and look at areas where price has played here before, namely in June. And if we really got into it, we could really see price playing at those levels. You'd have to look at this in a 15-minute chart, but I mean, there it is, guys. You're seeing these levels getting hit over and over again every day. So those are horizontal levels of support and resistance. And then we start drawing trend lines. I usually just do a regular trend line tool to identify these levels, and I'll change the color. I like using burnt orange. And this one can be a little tricky. Sometimes I'll turn magnet mode off of this. Once I get an idea of where the trend line should sit, I can turn magnet mode back on and really get it to stick to where I want it to stick to. And keep in mind when you're placing these levels, green candles close at the top and red candles close at the bottom. And so in some instances, depending on how you're drawing your lines, you might want to pay attention to that. Some people only like using closing prices. Some people will incorporate highs and lows, but whatever you do, I think the rule of thumb is that you remain consistent. So there you have it. And let's say you have an instance like this one where it's not always hitting that level, or maybe it went over a little bit. You can come in here on TradingView or Coinigy and hover over the trend line and hold down the control button. Then click it, left click it, and move the cursor, and it will duplicate that line. And so then what you have here, rather than a diagonal line of resistance, you have what's called a resistance zone. And so if we wanted to be risk on, we could follow the price into that resistance zone and await a bounce off of the upper edge. Or if we wanted to be risk off, we could target just below it. So those are just some of the things that you can do. Once you've kind of decided that you have like a drawings that you want to kind of like stay, you don't want them to get disturbed, you can start locking these guys. Select the drawing that you want to keep and just lock it. That way, as you're drawing more or whatever, you don't accidentally undo it. Those are just some of the things that you can do to make your life easier. Again, very, very basic technical analysis, price action analysis operations here, guys. I think next time we'll go. I'm not sure if I'm going to include this as part of the BlokSquawk podcast, because I kind of went off on a tangent and just started doing education here. I do that sometimes. But I wanted to go over this just for any of you who are just getting into crypto trading now that it's a little bit cheaper. Maybe you're not a part of the herd and you're realizing that price is low and you're not going to get another chance like this again. That's how I feel about it anyway. So so that's what this is about. Yeah. Once I have all these levels locked, I can kind of operate with a little more sense of security, knowing that these levels aren't going to be like bumped or moved accidentally. And I can start doing further like in-depth TA. Really start chewing down hard on this stuff, guys. Price for on Bitcoin is now at in trading in the 6400s range, and we are at 41 and just over 7/10, guys. And that's gonna do it for us today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. I'm at STXCrypto. If you don't like Twitter, you can DM me on Instagram under the same handle. And I mean, I guess you could reach out on Facebook. I'm not a fan of Facebook, but I check it every once in a while. And so there you have it, guys. Those are just a few levels of support and resistance. And then we could go back in here later and really start chewing down on these levels to predict price action within this 11,000 to 17,000 range later. But for the time being, these are going to be the most relevant levels. If we think we're going down, which I don't like to think about frequently, we can start identifying levels below 5,000 using this price action over here. And so, but more to come on that later. I think next time we do any bit of education, we'll probably start doing like candle patterns. I can go over some candle patterns with you guys. I can do indicators, but everybody learns indicators right away because like that's the easiest stuff to learn. But indicators, it's not that they're not important, it's just that they're really like a stepping stone, I think, to kind of get familiar with how some of this stuff works. We'll definitely do moving averages, which I don't think I've added on yet. Yeah, not on this chart. But we'll do some 200-day moving averages, 100-day moving averages, so on and so forth. Just ran out of time this morning, guys. Bitcoin now at 64.35 and 8/10, moving downward, and we'll just keep an eye on it for you. Take a look at the last 3 days here. It puts us on the 15-minute chart. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. There seems to be a level of resistance right here around 64.20, or I'm sorry, 64.52 that we didn't identify. So we'll keep an eye on that as well.